All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk more about the mains namespace that I have kind of previously talked about. We created an about page, we wired it up, we used Flask make view about, and then we used minus RC for it to generate the route, to generate the controller, and and make this page live for us. And that was great. That worked wonderful. The only caveat I would say is that the about page really, in my mind, goes under mains, and not just in the route in the controller, but also in the template view. And we didn't see that. If we go back here, and we were using project 3, off camera, I made 2 new projects, project 4 and project 5, which are vanilla, plain, Flask new projects, because I want to show you what we're going to do here in this. But first, let me go back here to my project 3, and let's open VS Code and see over here real quick. Pump it up. All right, so the template that got made was about, and it did not live in mains. It lived out here. So if I was keeping everything nice and tidy, and the perfectionist in me wants about to actually go in mains. So I am going to show you how to do that. Let's cd out of here. We'll go into my project 4, and let's pull that up in VS Code. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not pulling the wool over your eyes or anything. Here is a template. It just has index. In mains, the routes are just what you start with, and the controller is just what you start with. Okay, so I am going to now, in here, we are going to write this command. So let's come back. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Flask make view, and then this time we are going to put mains.about. So think of this as a folder structure. So you're saying create the about page, but stick it in mains. Now, my concern would be if I did this, and I did minus RC, that my route would be about slash, or I'm sorry, mains slash about, and that's not what I want. I want the URL just to say about. So we're going to explicitly tell Flask Commands to use about. So we're in project 4. We just saw that it doesn't have anything in there yet. So we're gonna type in this command: Flask make view. All right, and then we are going to do mains.about, because I want an about page, but I want it in the mains folder, and that will do that. And then we want to wire it up. So minus route. So I'm going to give it a route. I don't want it to just automatically generate the route for me. I want to be in control, and I want to say the route is about. And then go ahead and use your controller. So minus C. And so that's all on one line, so you can see it. Doesn't look weird. Just do that. All right. It used the main controller, and it now says that the URL is, well, and that's actually says the URL is about, and it references it from mains.about, which is the same as what we had before. But if you look in here, it's going to be structured a little bit better for us. Now, in the controller, it's saying render the template from mains about. That's a good sign. And if we look down here in the template, we just have one folder, mains, and it has both files in it. So it did exactly the same thing, but it put our about page in that mains folder. If we want to run this, oops, let's go back here. We can run this real quick and see if it's not confused, because I've been running so many different folders here. It should just pop up. Okay, good. So let's bump this up. And let's go to about. Da, 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 da. So if I went to mains/about, I should get a 404. And that's exactly what I got, 404. And that's good. That's what we anticipated. All right. Now, I'm not quite finished here because I'm one who doesn't like a lot of typing. And when I created this package, I didn't want to create a package that just made more typing for myself. So let's see what happens if we just use the shortened version and have it generate the route for us, but still put mains there. And so by design, what I did is mains is a unique namespace. It's not going to put that in the URL for you. It's going to keep that away. In general, it would put the structure here in the URL if you ask it to generate things like this. But because it's the word mains, that's namespaced, and so that doesn't go in. So just so that you believe me, we'll close this out. We will terminate all this. And then we will go back here and let's bring up a new terminal. Give me 1 second here. CD into my demos. Okay, and bump up the font for you so you can see this. All right, so let me bring this over. Bump it up just a little bit more. Okay, so let me list my projects. So I have project 5. So I'll CD into project 5. And just so that you can see, I'll pull up VS Code and I'll run all the things here. All right, yes, I trust the author. Here it is. So here's our hello world. If we go to about, it's a 404 error because this is a brand new project. Let's go to VS Code and we will see. Let's bump it up. Under templates, I just have the index, the routes, I have main, I have the route that just is the main route, the slash route, and the controller is just what we start with. All right, so now let's run this command. So we're going to do flask flask make view. And then mains.about, and that will create the file, the HTML file in the correct place. And then I'm just going to have it generate the route and controller and hope for the best. So here we go. And boom, it used a route /about. It generated that route, and it did that because mains is a namespace, and so it normally would have been mains/about, but because it was mains, it avoided that mains in the URL. All right, and so on disk, you have exactly what you had before. If you look here, you've got your mains/about is the template. The template got generated down here, and then here is the route. And if we go to the web page, and it already has reloaded for us. So there it is. And if I try to go to mains/about, I'm going to get the 404. So that's exactly the behavior I wanted for mains. So you can just use mains as you would normally use other um, views that you'll see with your generators here, your -r, -c. You can just basically type in what you want and keep on going. I would have given you this at the very beginning, but it would have seemed like a lot of magic, and we didn't really know about mains, and so now we do, and so now we can just go with it. All right. There's lots more to come with Flask Make View, so I'll see you in the next video.